Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 2 between BratOK and NightEnd, and second game again, Protoss versus Terran. No such changes in races, and right now we are on the Zelnaga Caverns. Yeah, if this is Zelnaga Caverns, then my name is Shirley Temple. Thank God it isn't. Then on Shakuras Plateau. Last game we saw, in my opinion, one of the best and most powerful, I have to say, most powerful Protoss builds. Mass Stalkers, couple of sentries, lots of Colossus. It is extremely hard to fight against that because I can't, as I said, I can't even think about what can beat that. Sure, you could have siege tanks, okay, siege tanks and Vikings. That could work. But then again, the Stalkers would immediately snipe off the Vikings. And then, thanks to the Guardian Shields, the Stalkers could instantly soak up enough damage to get in the siege tank line. I honestly have no idea how you could beat that build. The only way you could is not allow it to happen. It's basically that. It's just not allow the Protoss to mass up that many Stalkers, that many Colossus, and that's it. A couple of sentries is all you need, and that build is complete, and it's extremely hard to beat. It's extremely hard to take down an army of that caliber. In Protoss versus Protoss, sure, that could work and have two armies of that caliber facing each other, but Terran and Zerg, I honestly can't realize what you could do against it. The Guardian Shield will keep the Stalkers up. Here comes the Scout, just barely missing each other. Very nice. The Guardian Shield will keep the Stalkers up, so the Stalkers will receive a lot of damage without dying. Colossus will take out any kind of ground army they oppose, and the Stalkers will also be able to defend the Colossus from any kind of air. It's a simple, logical, an extremely powerful build. It boggles my mind, especially if you get a little bit of upgrades on those bitches. Oh, it becomes annoyingly hard. So the only thing you can do is not allow the Protoss to go that. How do you do that? Two prones attacks. Again, the ball is powerful on its own. What you could really do, what the best strategy to fight against it is multiple attacks. Just multiple attacks. Drops. Just completely try and stop it. Otherwise, I have no idea. So BratOK right now is opting to go for an early expansion, while NightEnd is going a fairly similar build to what he did last time. Gateway, core, probably gonna lay down another gateway, Stalker, no early Zealot. So very similar to what we had last game. Will BratOK do the same mistake and allow NightEnd to mass up his army again? I hope not. I hope not. I may be a fan of NightEnd because he's Romanian, but in no way am I biased. I support e-games, esports. I do not support one player in particular. I want to see the match. I am not here to see the player. If even TLO has some boring games out there, and what are you gonna do? I want to see great matches, and bringing out the same build will be dominant, but it will again confirm my suspicions that the Protoss in that build is highly unbeatable. If anybody has a suggestion about how to beat that, I welcome you to try. Because of course it's not a viable build in low level play because it does require a lot of attention, a lot of micro, but other than that, you get it. Other than that, I don't know. A lot of gateways, so and there's a robotics facility, similar time, so very similar build for NightEnd, even securing his own expansion after scouting that BratOK is going for an expansion as well. Shakuras Plateau. How will Shakuras Plateau? Shakuras Plateau doesn't have that many cliffs, so it won't be a term of harassment like NightEnd did last time when he harassed BratOK's army, pulled him out of his base, did a little bit more damage. It doesn't have that many cliffs. Has a lot of open areas such as the center. What does really split the map is the brushes and the breaks in the ground. That is what really splits the map. You can't walk over these. You can, however, walk over these small plateaus, but I don't think that those plateaus will actually come into play in this game that much. I've never really seen them being used ever. Actually, if you think about it, it would be really great positioning for a couple of siege tanks, but so far BratOK is massing mass marines. He has 3 barracks going for a starport and couple of Hellions, so very similar build for both players. Production tabs, we're still on the production tab. Robotics Bay. Guess what's coming, ladies and gentlemen? I'll give you 2 hints. It's big and it's called a Colossus. Yeah, it's a Colossus. Who'da thunk? This Hellion needs to go in there. This Hellion needs to be sacrificed, but will not manage. It will be stopped. So oh, very Stalkers spawning there. That Stalker is in the right. I always love how cool dying Protoss units look in the picture. Look, that is so cool with the shield, with the blue shields and the red. Just looks nice. Observer is in the BratOK's base, so knows what's up, knows what's going on. Gonna support that it's basically again a mass bio build, and you can't really blame BratOK for going a bio build again because he's not expecting NightEnd to go for Colossus again. However, I can't underline enough how strong the Colossus Stalker build is at the moment. NightEnd still has a lot of Zealots on the map. Let's see, how many Zealots does he actually have? Wow, a lot! 3! Aren't I an idiot? But right now, NightEnd doesn't have that big of an army. Only has 1 Colossus, 3 Stalkers, and 3 Zealots, and 4 Stalkers, and 2 Sentries. If these Marines are microed properly, they do have shield, they don't have stim. That's the big problem at the moment. Is stim on the way? Stim is on the way, but gonna be a while until it's done. Ah, this is so bad. Look at the stim and the extended thermal lance. If stim would have been up a little bit early, BratOK could have marched in there and taken out everything. And yeah, there we go, spotting the Colossus. And again, BratOK knows that he cannot fight that. Cannot fight that without stim. Sadly, not attacking is allowing extended thermal lance to come up. Allowing extended thermal lance come up allows NightEnd to completely evolve his build. Forged for a couple of upgrades, why not? And still nothing. NightEnd is playing very secure at this point, not pumping out a lot of units. Production tab says that only Colossus and a couple of Stalkers on the way, 2 Stalkers, while BratOK is getting Marauders, Hellions, Stim, Infantry Armor level 1. So BratOK is gonna go try and push with this Marine Marauder ball. Well, mostly Marines and 2 Marauders. Oh, nice. Missile turrets. Too bad, they're outranged. Even with the range upgrade, I don't think that they reach the range of the extended thermal lance. Missile turrets are good against Colossus. They shoot air, of course they're good. But I don't think that they'll be able to fight off anything. And I missed the Hellion drop, didn't I? Or not necessarily. Yeah, I missed the Hellion drop because one of the Hellions is damaged. Ah, I'm an idiot. I'm not gonna skip back to see it. Transitioning SCVs here now. NightEnd is aware of this because of the Observer. So he could actually walk down this cliff, walk up this cliff, and really take out a couple of SCVs really fast with that Colossus. But right now, BratOK does have... Oh, almost sniping that Observer. Will there be a scan? Come on, scan! There we go, sniping off that Observer, which is pretty good. Good, very nice pylon positioning right here, right behind the grass, not allowing BratOK to see it. Here's another pylon. Still, BratOK is not aware of this because nobody is actually controlling the Zelnaga tower, and now NightEnd is massing that what? Stalker Colossus Sentry army, you say? And a couple of Zealots in there for good measure because, you know, they were made at the beginning of the game. They need to die to make room for more Stalkers. And there's a scan, gonna spot the army. He knows he's facing the exact same thing as last game. He does have a couple of more Vikings out. Now, this is probably the best thing you could do to defeat this build. You need a big ball of bio units to deal with the Stalkers. Marauders are good. You need to micro them away, and you need a shitload, I mean shitload, of Vikings to snipe off all the Colossus. And here, and there's a scouting, NightEnd actually being a little scared to engage here. He's actually waiting for that ground level 1 complete, and here's another Colossus, 4 Colossus warping in more Stalkers, and here comes, nope, backing out again. Here comes, come on, engage you guys, you know you want to. A very nice spread. This is actually allowing the Colossus damage to be very spread. There are the force fields keeping the units at bay, forming them in a line, and now the Colossus are going to use that extended thermal lance. And again, poor BratOK's army is being pushed back by the gigantic Stalker Colossus force field army. A Stalker Colossus army that's been force field. Impossible to freaking stop. A couple of Vikings trying to snipe off a Colossus, but guess what? A lot of Stalkers. What does it counter? Vikings. And now poor BratOK's expansion is gonna have to run out of here, but it's not going anywhere. It's not. It's really not. It blew up. There are a couple of SCV heroes chilling, knowing that they can't do anything, knowing that they're pretty much boned if anybody finds them, trying to hide in here, and these two Stalkers are probably going to find them. And here's the engagement, trying to run after BratOK. BratOK was probably trying to run inside NightEnd's base, but that's not going to happen. This Colossus is actually going to fall. See how fragile Colossus are, but as long as you have Stalkers to take the brunt of that damage, and a couple of sentries to put down force fields, Colossus do their work. So this is just a big meat shield with the damage dealers. This is tank, this is DPS, and the sentries are the healers. We're playing World of Starcraft. Blink is on the way because, as I said, Blink Stalker is better than normal Stalkers, and right now NightEnd is dominating the map, dominating BratOK with a build that, in my opinion, it's truly showing its colors as an overpowered build. It can be countered, as I said throughout this game, it can be countered by not allowing it to happen. But it cannot be countered via units. It cannot have two armies facing each other. This thing cannot be hard countered. There's no such thing as a hard counter for this build. Even a soft counter. No such thing. Because nothing can penetrate that ball. Vikings gonna try and run in here, gonna try and snipe off a Colossus. No way! No way! This ball that is defended right here is defended by the Guardian Shields is just doing nicely. Colossus doing the damage, and the Stalker's defending everything. Nothing, just plowing in there. That's it. GG in my opinion. And there it is. So NightEnd wins 2-0. Not necessarily, I have to, you know, big ups to NightEnd for winning, but I have to say this is proof that Colossus are just overpowered. Colossus and Blink Stalker, Colossus and Stalker and a couple of sentries. This is a unbeatable build. What do you do against it? Honestly, what do you do? I urge you to find a strategy that hard counters this. Because there isn't any. There isn't even for a soft counter. As I said, multiple prone attacks, maybe. But what are you gonna do? Because if you do multiple prone attacks, this big army is gonna base race you. And it's gonna win. I just don't know how, I just don't see a counter against this. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. A little bit of warning, there will be a third video up for Game 3 to make sure that there aren't any spoilers, so don't watch that, okay? Thank you guys for watching, I'll see you guys next time.